Hi everyone, it's Gillian and welcome to my channel Hooked and Smitten and another crochet tutorial. For today's tutorial, we're working on this hanging cherry Christmas ornament, and this is another free pattern that I found on Hobby, and there will be a link in the description below so you can go ahead and check out their patterns and the amazing yarn collection that they have. Let's get started. For round one, you're going to start with a magic ring. You're going to chain 2, and this chain 2 is going to count as a half double crochet. Inside the ring, you're going to make 11 half double crochets for a total of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, and you're going to join to the top of the chain 2 with a slip stitch to form a ring, to close. And that is the end of round 1. For round 2, you're going to chain 2. You're going to make a half double crochet into the same stitch as the slip stitch. You're going to make 2 half double crochets into the next stitch, and this is going to be a repeat for round 2. Two half double crochets in the next stitch, and repeat 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. So repeat this sequence all the way around to the end, and I'll meet you there. Join with a slip stitch at the top of the chain 2. And you're going to pull your loop, your ring here very close as much as you can, and then you're going to sew it in. Okay, and fasten off here. You want to make sure that when we add the polyfill that nothing is peeking through. For round 3, you're going to chain 1. Into the same stitch as the slip stitch, you're going to make 2 single crochets. Into the next stitch, you're going to make 1 single crochet. Two single crochets into your next stitch. 1 single crochet into the next. And into the next stitch, you're going to make 2 single crochets. You're not going to complete your last single crochet. You're going to add a new color, the color that you're going to be using for the cherry, and you're going to pull that through to complete that stitch. And you're going to be carrying the non-working yarn, which is your cream color. Into the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet 5 stitches together to create a cluster. So you're going to wrap your hook, you're going to go into the stitch and pull up a loop. You're going to pull 2 loops off, and you're going to repeat that 4 more times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that should give you 6 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to drop the red color, and you're going to add another color, and you're going to pull that through all 6 loops on your hook. And you still want to make sure that you're carrying the cream color. And with the green color into the next stitch, you're going to make 2 single crochets. So into the next stitch, move that over a bit, you're going to make 2 single crochets into that next stitch. I'm going to push that through, make your single crochet. And you're going to tighten things up as you go along. So make another single crochet into that stitch. And at this point, you can go ahead and you can cut the red color because you all finished with it for now. And you're still making sure to carry the cream color or whatever color you're using. Now into the next stitch, you're going to make a single crochet, 2 single crochets into the next stitch, and into the next stitch you're going to make 1 single crochet, and you're going to switch color here with the cream color. In the next stitch with the cream color, and you're going to be carrying the green color with you because you're going to be picking it up in just a bit. So into the next stitch you're going to make 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 2 single crochets into the next, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and into the next stitch you're going to make 2 single crochets. And you're going to drop that working yarn and you're going to pick up the non-working one, and into the next stitch you're going to make 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 2 single crochets into the next, in the next stitch you're going to make a single crochet. You're not going to complete that single crochet. You're going to add you're going to introduce your red color again. You're going to pull that through to complete the stitch, and now with the red color you're going to do what you did previously, and you're going to make double crochet 5 stitches together into the next stitch, always making sure that you're carrying this cream color. Okay, you don't want to forget that. So into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet 5 stitches together. You're going to wrap your hook, go in, pull up a loop, and you're going to pull 2 loops off, and you're going to repeat that 4 more times for a total of 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now you're going to add your cream color, and you're going to pull through all 6 loops on your hook. Okay, and at this point you can also go ahead and cut your green color. You're all finished with that, and into the next stitch you're going to make 2 single crochets, let's push that through. You can now go ahead and cut that red color. Make 2 single crochets into that stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 2 single crochets into the next, and into the last stitch you're going to make a single crochet, and then you're going to join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet stitch. And that is the end of round 3. For round 4 you're going to chain 3, and this is going to count as a double crochet stitch. In that same stitch as your slip stitch you're going to make a double crochet. You're going to make 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, into the next stitch you're going to make 2 double crochets. It's going to be a repeat for round 4. 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, into the next stitch you're going to make a double crochet, 2 double crochets, you're going to make 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and you're going to make a double crochet into the cherry. Remember, that's also a stitch, so you're going to make 1 double crochet there, And you're going to continue repeat by making 2 double crochets into the next stitch. And you're going to repeat that sequence all the way around, and I'll meet you there. At the end of round 4, you should have 48 double crochets, so I'm going to fasten off here. And I'm going to join with I'm going to use an invisible join. And you can join any way you like. You're going to be stitching these together to make an ornament. So now what you're going to do, you're going to go ahead and make another one the same way, identical. In the back, I did not sew in my ends, but you can do that if you choose to. I just make a little tie because they're going to be hidden in the back. And then when we come back, we're going to stitch these together and add some polyfill. So now that you have 2 of these, we're going to stitch them together, and you should have a total of 48 stitches on each motif. And what I did here, I went ahead and count off 26 stitches, and that lines up evenly in the center for where I'm going to put my hanging loop. Based on where the cherries are located, I just kind of lined it up and trying to find the centermost point. So you want to start your motif with the cherries hanging down, not up. And I guess if you want to put it up, that's up to you. But for the pattern, it has the cherries hanging down, so that is where we're going to start. So I'm going to use a standing single crochet. I'm going to put a slip knot on my hook, and I'm going to go in to this stitch where I have the stitch marker, and I can pull that stitch marker out. And you want to make sure that the motifs are wrong side facing each other. And then I'm going to go into the next one here. Take my stitch marker out. And then I'm going to pull up a loop with 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to pull through both loops for my standing single crochet. And you can use a slip stitch, a chain 1, and a single crochet here. Okay, we're going to continue making single crochets into each stitch all the way around. Making sure to grab both of the motif when you're making your, not slip stitch, single crochet. If I said a slip stitch, I meant a single crochet. So single crochet all around. So continue making single crochets, and we'll meet about here so we can start adding some polyfill. Okay, you can start adding some polyfill. And you're going to continue making single crochets until you get to the end. To make the hanging loop, you're going to chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 20. And then you're going to join to the first single crochet stitch with a slip stitch. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to fasten off. And you're going to go ahead and you're going to sew in your ends, and you're going to hide it under the same color so that it doesn't show. And that is the end of this tutorial. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up, share it, leave a comment, and Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.